2,000 years ago, at the crossroads of civilization, a structure challenged the limits of human imagination and redefined the very essence of architectural power and divine grace. It was not merely a temple. It was a grand declaration of authority, artistic brilliance, and the eternal human desire to touch the heavens with marble and gold. In the heart of Ephesus, the white marble streets hummed with life as people gathered to pay homage to the goddess who protected their prosperous and wealthy city. Looming on the horizon like a majestic mountain of stone, the Temple of Artemis stood as a beacon of light for all who approached the ancient Ionian shore. Every inch of its massive pillars was a testament to the sweat and blood of craftsmen who dedicated their lives to creating a masterpiece of pure white stone. Golden rays of the sun danced upon the polished surfaces, revealing the intricate details that made this temple one of the greatest wonders of the ancient world's achievements. Merchants from across the known world traded exotic goods in its shadow, making Ephesus the richest jewel in the crown of the prosperous and ancient Ionian coastal region.
Thank you.
To understand the Temple of Artemis is to understand the soul of a people who believed that through art they could achieve immortality and eternal earthly glory. The construction began in the 6th century before Christ, under the vision of King Croesus, who poured his vast wealth into this monumental project of faith and power. Thousands of laborers and skilled stonemasons worked in unison, moving massive blocks of marble across the plains with primitive yet highly effective wooden roller systems and sheer strength. The brilliant architects, Chersiphron and Metagenes, led the design, utilizing advanced mathematics and engineering to solve the challenges of building such a colossal structure on soft, marshy ground. To protect the temple from the region's frequent earthquakes, they laid a revolutionary foundation of packed charcoal and sheep's wool to cushion the immense weight of the stone. Using bronze and copper tools, the master builders ensured every angle was perfect, creating a symmetry that would be studied by architects for many thousands of years to come. The air was thick with white marble dust as the sound of hammers and chisels rang out, echoing the relentless rhythm of human progress and divine ambition today. Every blow of the chisel was deliberate, turning cold, hard rock into delicate patterns that mimicked the natural world, capturing the grace of the great goddess herself perfectly. King Croesus watched as his legacy took shape, ensuring that no expense was spared to make the temple the most magnificent structure in all of ancient Asia Minor. The sheer scale of the columns, reaching 18 meters into the sky, required ingenious pulley systems that pushed the limits of ancient technology and remarkable human physical endurance. Slowly, from the marshy earth, the foundations of immortality were laid, setting the stage for a wonder that would capture the heart and mind of the entire world. By the 4th century BC, the temple reached its peak of splendor, boasting 127 colossal columns that seemed to hold up the very blue sky. Each column was a work of art in itself, featuring intricate reliefs at the base that depicted the legends of the gods and the heroes of the ancient world. Stepping into the inner sanctum, one was enveloped in a sacred silence, broken only by the soft whispers of the wind moving through the vast and holy halls. At the heart of the temple stood the magnificent statue of Artemis, crafted from ebony, gold, and silver, radiating a power that commanded absolute reverence from every visitor. Sunlight streamed through the roof openings, illuminating the goddess in a celestial glow that made the gold on her sacred robes sparkle like 1,000 bright stars tonight. The surrounding walls were adorned with the works of masters like Phidias, whose bronze statues captured the fluidity of movement and the deep complexity of human emotion perfectly. The stone garments of the statues appeared to flutter in an unseen breeze, a testament to the unparalleled skill of the sculptors who breathed life into cold white marble. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the white marble of the temple turned a soft shade of pink, glowing against the darkening purple of the ancient evening sky. Under the silvery light of the moon, the temple became a ghostly beacon, its polished surfaces reflecting the stars and the hopes of the ancient world's many weary travelers. Thousands of flickering candles carried by pilgrims illuminated the pathways, creating a sea of light that danced around the sacred pillars in a mesmerizing display of ancient faith. With a footprint twice the size of the Parthenon, it was a giant among monuments, a true sanctuary where the divine and the mortal could finally meet together. Travelers from every corner of the ancient world flocked to Ephesus, from Persian merchants to Egyptian scholars, all drawn by the fame of the great goddess of Ionia. High priests and priestesses dressed in ornate robes performed sacred rituals, offering incense that filled the air with sweet, swirling clouds of aromatic smoke and ancient holy mystery. The unique Lady of Ephesus statue symbolized fertility and abundance, her many tears representing the nurturing power she held over all living things and the fertile earth itself. Followers laid offerings of exotic flowers and precious gold at her feet, seeking her protection for their families, their harvests, and their dangerous journeys across the vast seas. During the great festivals, the temple grounds erupted in a celebration of life, with music, dancing, and communal feasts that lasted well into the deep of the night. The scent of frankincense and myrrh drifted through the columns, creating a bridge between the physical world and the spiritual realm that the worshippers so very deeply craved. Beyond religion, the temple served as a secure treasury and a hub of international commerce, making it the financial heart of the entire ancient Mediterranean trading region. The sacred grounds also offered a sanctuary for those seeking refuge, a place where the laws of men were secondary to the mercy of the goddess herself. As bonfires blazed under the full moon, the people of Ephesus celebrated their identity, bound together by the enduring presence of their magnificent and holy divine patron. However, in 356 BC, a shadow fell over this paradise when a man named Herostratus committed an unthinkable crime, driven by a twisted desire for eternal human fame. He set fire to the wooden roof and interior curtains, and within moments, the flames began to consume the very heart of the world's most beautiful marble temple. The roar of the fire echoed through the marble halls as the great cedar beams collapsed, sending showers of sparks and ash into the dark midnight sky above. From the streets of Ephesus, the people watched in stunned silence and grief as the sky turned a hellish red, marking the tragic end of a great era. By dawn, only the blackened shells of the great columns remained, a tragic skeleton of a masterpiece that many believed would surely stand until the end of time. Legend says the temple burned on the night Alexander the Great was born, and years later, the conqueror himself arrived to offer his aid in its grand reconstruction. Ephesus refused to let its glory die, and soon a new temple began to rise from the ashes, even more magnificent and grand than the one built before. A new generation of artists poured their hearts into the rebuild, ensuring that every detail surpassed the original in both beauty and technical precision and massive artistic scale. The rebuilt temple stood defiant against the elements, a symbol of human resilience and the refusal to let a single act of madness erase many centuries of history. This second iteration of the wonder solidified its place in history, proving that the spirit of Artemis was stronger than any flame or act of mortal destruction today. The new carvings were sharper, the marble whiter, and the temple once again became the pride of the Ionian coast, shining brighter than ever in the Mediterranean sun. But time is the ultimate conqueror. In the 3rd century AD, Goth invaders swept through the region, plundering the temple's treasures and shattering its sacred white marble walls. With the rise of new faiths, the ancient stones were dismantled, used to build churches and fortresses, leaving the temple a shell of its former magnificent and grand self. As the coastline receded and the harbor filled with silt, the city of Ephesus began to fade, and the temple was slowly reclaimed by the rising local swamp. Centuries of neglect saw the great monument sink into the earth, its location eventually forgotten by the world, as nature slowly took back what man had originally built. It was not until the 19th century that archaeologists finally uncovered the site, finding only fragments of the grandeur that once defined the ancient world's magnificent city skyline. Today, only a single reconstructed column stands lonely in a quiet field, a haunting reminder of the immense scale and beauty that has been lost to time's passage. Modern travelers stand where kings once knelt, trying to visualize the sheer magnitude of a structure that once dominated this landscape with its powerful and divine architectural presence. Through the lens of modern technology, we can begin to peel back the layers of time, projecting the phantom image of the temple back onto its original foundations. In a breathtaking digital reconstruction, the 127 columns rise once again, the gold gleams, and the Temple of Artemis is restored to its full ancient glory. Though the stone has crumbled, the legend of the Temple of Artemis lives on as a testament to the heights of human achievement and our eternal search for beauty. It remains a timeless icon of the wonders of humanity, a bridge to an age where gods walked the earth and men built mountains out of pure white marble.